Companies who loudly supported Black Lives Matter less than 2 years ago now won't even respond to Fox News as the country sees a drastic spike in black murders. So where is the outrage? Here to react, Paris Dennard, RNC national spokesperson. Paris, good morning to you. That's the question. We're seeing increased violence across the country, a 32% rise in murders of black Americans. Where is the outrage?
Where is the outrage is the question. And we see time and time again that the woke corporate media that you see, they remain silent. We see Democrats remain silent. It seems as if the Black Lives Matter organization should be screaming and talking about these black lives that should matter to them, but they don't seem to matter to them because they don't fit their narrative. At the end of the day, what we need to have is this country look at the conditions of those that are being impacted by the defund the police movement. That's more than a movement. It was actually implemented policies. Those young Americans who are dying every day, those parents who are so concerned about the issue of public safety. And the nation has to stand up and say, enough is enough. We have to put politics aside and do something to curb the violence. We have to be tough on crime, but we also have to support our men and women that are in uniform. We have to support them. We cannot defund them, and we cannot besmirch their character.
All right, let's bring in Robert Patillo, Democratic strategist. Robert, good morning to you. What are your thoughts on this topic?
Well, you know, to Paris's point, I find it very strange that the entire point of the movement for reforming the police in this country was about this conceptualization around having fewer African-American males be killed by police. That was the entire point around it. So the idea that not killing black people somehow increases crime is antithetical to everything that this movement was intended to produce. The entire idea is we want to have policing that ensures the safety and security of all communities, that everyone can have the same rights, the same constitutional responsibilities, but also live in the same sorts of eudaimonia, as you would say, where we can not have to fear either the criminals or police over policing from the quote-unquote bad apples in police departments. So I think that you cannot simply say that having an effort to reform policing leads to more crime.
Paris, what's your response to that?
Well, it's twofold. Number one, if the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrats had controlled the House and the Senate really cared about police reform, they would have gotten something done the past 2 years, and they have not done that. On top of the fact that Senator Cory Booker walked away from the negotiating table with Senator Tim Scott, the Republican from South Carolina, when it came to police reform. So they have not held up their end of the bargain on doing something about that. Second point is, when it comes to the Black Lives Matter organization and the foundation, they have been shown to be conducting themselves in a lot of activities that are problematic. They are not being held accountable. They've spent millions of dollars on mansions. You had the mother of Tamir Rice telling them to stop pandering to the black community and then failing to show up to actually do something to help the community. You had the father of Michael Brown sue them for $20 million for not supporting the community. And you have people like Reverend Corey Brooks, the rooftop pastor, still sitting on his rooftop trying to build something in Chicago. Black Lives Matter could have wrote a check for him years ago, but they haven't, because they are not doing anything to actually be present in the community, be present to actually help community organizations. They have proven themselves to be fraudulent in their handling of money, and they need to be held accountable, as well as these corporate donors who gave to them need to be held accountable as well.
All right, Robert Patillo, Paris Dennard, we have to leave it there, but thank you so much both for joining us. We appreciate it.